Welcome back to the first ever episode of Hoops Honor. On today's episode, called the WCB GOATs, I'm going to be talking about the showstoppers. These people are stopping the shows. People are opening their jaws to the floor to watch Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, and Angel Reese. We are going to start with Iowa Hawkeyes guard Caitlin Clark. She's the record breaker of the Hawkeye starting lineup wearing number 23. Just some of the records are the most 30-point games, Big Ten all-time assist leader. She did this season, surpassing Kelsey Plum. Also, she has Iowa College's most 30-point games. All these facts were pulled from Hawk Central. Caitlin's averages for each game are going to be mentioned here. All of these stats are as of 1/19/24. She has played 19 games. Within those 19 games, she will play approximately 32.9 minutes. Rounded up, that's going to be 33. She will have 31 points per game with 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. Also, in the NCAA women's college basketball, she has the most points per game. For Caitlin, the season totals are large and extravagant, with 32 steals, 136 rebounds, 10 blocks, 147 assists, and a whopping 589 points. And just this season, that's crazy. But her career stats are going to be even crazier. Caitlin has 3,306 points. This amount helped her to surpass Brittany Griner just a few games ago. She has 838 rebounds, 942 assists. 942 assists made her the Big Ten all-time assist leader, 64 blocks, 174 steals, and she has made 144 out of her 1,162 three-point attempts. And she has an 85% free throw percentage. That's pretty good. But I had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go watch her at the Mackey Arena in West Lafayette, Indiana, when they played Purdue. She had a triple-double, although hitting an air ball, and the Purdue fans liked that because they were chanting. But that's why today I'm sporting my Hawkeyes gear. Some home life facts is she was born and grew up in Des Moines, Iowa. Also, she has 2 brothers, and one of her brothers plays for the Iowa State football team. She's a senior and could and may come back next year to be a 5th-year senior because they got blessed with another year of eligibility from the NCAA. The next college all-star is Paige Bueckers, who had a Freshman of the Year in 2022, but sadly and tragically tore her ACL in a pickup game on August 1st, 2023. 2022. Just kidding, 2022. She opted out of the whole sophomore season. However, this year, she has come back with a bang, being a 5'11" UConn starter. Her season averages are 18 games played with 28.8 minutes per every game, rounded up about 30, with 19.8 points per game, also about 20, with 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block. This year, her season totals are about 856 points, with 85 rebounds, 67 assists, 40 steals, 20 blocks, 128 field goals, and 39 three-pointers. Field goals are anything that are inside the three-point arc. And that's pretty good for someone that just came off a big ACL tear. Next is going to be her career stats, which are crazy for only having been able to play 2 seasons in college. She's had 1,185 points, 300 assists, 294 rebounds, 131 steals, 42 blocks, 455 field goals made, 121 three-pointers made, and 154 free throws made. Some interesting facts about Paige is she has 2 brothers and 1 sister. All of her stats are not included in their game against the Marquette Golden Eagles. The final college star we're going to be discussing is Angel Reese, the LSU power forward who has slayed the basketball court, as her being originally from Maryland College and played for her freshman and sophomore season there, and now her junior season last year winning a title, and her senior season this year. We are starting her with her game averages. She has played 14 games, being out mysteriously for about 4 games in the season, with 29.3 minutes in each game, 1 block, 20 points per game, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Next, we're going to do her season totals of 282 points with 28 steals, 161 rebounds, 34 assists, 10 blocks, 106 free throws with 0 threes. Now we're going to conclude with the stats of her career. With 1,130 points, 1,179 rebounds, 180 assists, 158 steals, 129 blocks, 557 free throws, and 639 field goals, with about 4 3-pointers, one for every year. Now we're going to discuss the run of these three girls in the last year's women's college basketball semifinal and final. Paige Booker's team didn't make it to the semifinal last year, obviously because they didn't have their all-star Paige. But Iowa and LSU both made it last year. So, Iowa pulled off the upset on Dawn Staley, the coach of the number 1 South Carolina. She defeated Aaliyah Boston. Nobody thought it would happen. Everybody thought South Carolina was going to go to the finals. But Iowa pulled off the upset, winning by about 2. But Angel, she played the Virginia Tech Hokies. They had a close game too. They barely won. But Lisa Bluder went up against LSU's coach, and that was a good game. Caitlin and Angel were back and forth the whole time. Caitlin had a mega game, but so did Angel. That's why they both pulled off these 2 moves that will forever and always go down in history as the moves of them. Caitlin Clark pulled off the you can't see me move, but Angel snapped back at her when she made a hard and tough mid-range shot, and she rubbed it right back in Caitlin's face. At the very end of the game, when it was obvious that Caitlin's Iowa Hawkeyes were not going to win, LSU's Angel Reese pulled the ring on my finger, not yours, move. That one's historical because she pointed it right at her face. Also, this year's LSU team has come back bigger and better, with only having 2 returners, Flau'jae Johnson, Angel Reese, and a few others. They also picked up Haley Van Leith, the Louisville All-Star. She played last year, and she was their best player, and now LSU's got her, so they are going to be the team to watch this year. But last year in the finals, Caitlin Clark and Monica Czinano, her big, both fouled out of the game, which also helped to cause a big fan crowd because of how crazy everything got right after. With that, my first episode of Hoops Honor is coming to an end. Thank you for spending your time and listening to me rat on about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bookers. If you guys couldn't tell from these stats and these game stories, they are the best. Maybe not the best of all time, but the best of this year. Thank you for the production of Miss Worthing's iPad. All stats were pulled from ESPN app.